TNT. TNT.
Hello, hello, hello. I'll share it out too. Thank you for having me, Tina. I always
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
That's not it. Sorry. Do,
I
do,
didn't
do,
even
do,
get
do,
a
do,
notification
do.
yet, Tina.
I know. I
Wait, I
tell
guess
ya.
I'm reading.
What the heck?
The V's probably close to the journal last line.
Says we're live. So
Oh, there's one right there with Mango.
I tell ya, that notification,
There it is.
I think they
There it
work half the
is.
time.
What you doing?
Who? I'm live.
Huh?
I'm live with Tina.
Liar.
No, I'm not. Don't call me a liar while we're live.
Hello. We are live.
And we're those are really cute now, Tina, that you show me that. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with them.
I can't hear if you drop down. You let me know.
Little pepperoni.
Oh, she jumped. She didn't drop.
Guess I'm just going to be using my
Uh,
fingers for a while. Oh, is
Pepperoni.
this one? This is one like that, Tina. This is part of that. This one will be like that, right?
so-
Cut along outside coffin folio. Print two-sided with provided backing. Blah 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 blah. Cut along outside edge. Score and folio.
yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah. I printed like multiple of these ones. Why do I have them
Yeah.
upside down? Oh, and I did print these ones too. This is what Tina likes. I figure I'm gonna put them in my box, my little Halloween box. I don't know yet.
Donut man got a lot of things.
It's got your Frankenstein in there, Tina.
Yep, Teresa and that showed me these. I had to run out and buy them. I got the same one sitting here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I have to have those. What were they like?
Well, who's
$2?
this guy?
That guy's Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, how do you know
I think
that?
that's who it's supposed to be.
I mean, I
Because
could
this
just
is
say
Alice,
who
right?
you want.
Yep.
This is Little Red Riding Hood.
No, the Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, hang on. Okay.
Yeah, this is Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, mine is
That's
delayed.
the
Hang
bad,
on.
big bad wolf.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was delayed.
Oh,
I
you
didn't.
go that
Yep.
quick.
That's a big bad
But
wolf.
then
Hang
that's
on.
Edgar Allan
Nobody gonna
Poe.
leave brown.
Yep. This is supposed to be Edgar Allan Poe, I believe.
Well, how did he die? With a stake in his chest?
Hell if I know. He's a writer.
Oh.
That's who he looks like to me. I could be wrong. 'Cause
Oh, okay. I just didn't know.
I took like
Well, then
this
who
one.
is this person?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I think they're just throwing off some different ones.
Yeah, because that's what
Yeah.
this one really looks like.
Oh, yeah. This one, I like this one. That one's cute.
Yeah, I like the little witch.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, right?
Yeah, little zombie
Or wait.
witch. Yep. No,
Yeah.
this one looks too sexed up for me. But these
To
are
what?
cool.
Sexy?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Really
Yeah.
upside down.
Pretty cool.
Oh my
I just gotta figure out how to do this. I mean, I gotta look at the thing, cut these out, and you combine it all, and it makes something like.
Bell, move away from the earth and camper truck trailer. No, you got to.
Oh, these are the pockets that go on them. That's right. And there's more right here.
Y'all let her record.
There we go.
That's right. Let's do this one first.
I'm gonna put these aside.
The team is gonna run out.
Put out.
What the fuck are you just?
Yeah, I wish. Oh well, I'll just use my big cutter.
So I did it's the journal.
No, bro.
This is the cover. Took a book. Dollar Tree book. That's what this is. Dollar Tree book.
That is so
You have
cool.
signatures in here. And this is Cosma. Oh God, what's her name? Hang on.
You were just standing right at the
Oh,
window.
thanks. I can't remember. I'll tell you here in a second. I should have to hate after all this cutting. Yeah, right here. I bought this Halloween kit. Fell in love with it. It's from this one, Taj Nama Rose Designs. Let me just flip this out.
Not him though. You gotta get him one.
There we go. Let's see that better.
What does it say? Tsunami Rose Design? Yeah, Tsunami Rose. Who is
Oh,
that?
is that
A
how you
crafter?
say that?
Yeah,
That's
that
who
says
this is
Tsunami.
from. And
Oh,
yeah, I bought the kit she had, I bought the ephemera she had, and I bought the paper she had. I spent almost over $20. These are all the ephemera and stuff. I got it all nice and cut out. And then what I did is I baked up what I was going to use in each little section. So this is number one. We'll go in this and then add some of this as well. But this is the main stuff. And that's what I'm working on now.
cool journal, Tina. Are you gonna keep it for yourself, or
I don't know yet.
you don't know
I'm
yet?
gonna take this out. And this is what I got. There's some little pockets. Got that.
Whoa, what's the, I'm done with this stuff. I'm waiting.
Little envelopes. Little corner
I did not need to
pocket.
do that.
Little big lanterns. Envelope. These I accidentally cut out wrong. But they're supposed to be, you'll see, folded page. But I did. So I figured, well, I messed them up. Then make cute journaling cards. So use them.
Yeah.
I found a Christmas video of hers that kind of was similar to this kit. To get the idea. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And then the little postcard pocket. So we're going to decorate that. I'm going to separate that.
Take it.
There.
Good.
There.
Right there.
Bro, where's the team at? It's really just me right here.
There. Let me fold right here. And it goes
Very
on
cute.
here.
I mean, I love that.
Oh, the witches?
Yeah.
Yes, that's adorable.
Ooh, one the other side, one the other side.
Love the colors for this kit.
Winter's out there too. Don't
All right.
man. On the sled. I'm gonna be ready for them to do this right here. I'm gonna do
I need to fold this in a little bit more.
How many do I got? 1, 2,
Yeah,
He
there we
one,
go.
bro. He finally gets him one.
1, 2, 3, 5. So,
That'll be cute. Do you want it? This will be cute.
Yep.
I have to get them all cut out yet. That's gonna take freaking forever.
No, it doesn't.
Not once you get started. Well, I'm using a cutter too. Or do you always cut it by hand, or do you use the cutter too?
It depends.
So you do both.
Yeah. So then I got this plain eyeball page. Determine what I want to do.
Hang on, I gotta get something really quick. Go ahead. Oh, you said what?
What?
I'm opening the door.
Okay.
For a little bit. Right? Sorry, James. Dogs, go lay down. I almost fell. Go. Sorry, Tina. I had to give my dogs water.
Huh, that's all right.
Have my front door open for a few minutes. Let some fresh air in here tonight. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Peekaboo.
Tracy Louise.
What? Don't call my name like that. I don't like when my husband calls my name Teresa. I'm not used to it. I'm
Oh,
not used to it. It's got to be like honey, sweetie, babe, or something else other than my name.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't.
Dang.
oh yeah. When they use their first name, you always think you're in trouble.
Right?
My
You know
mom
what I'm
was-
saying then?
Yeah.
They've been made of parts of my kid. It's crazy.
I mean, after when me and Scott became empty nesters, me and Scott couldn't be in the same room. We were just constantly bickering to each other. And
Yeah.
Diamond was worried. She was really worried. And I told Diamond the first time I answered because if I'm up, I go open the door for Scott. And I usually am up when he gets home. I said, if I open the door, yeah, and he doesn't say, good morning, baby. She goes, yeah. I said, then I know there's a problem.
Right.
And she went, okay.
Definitely.
She thought, because we were just, at it. We never lived alone without kids. We
Right.
figured we had Diamond when we met. Hi, Randy. We had Diamond when we met. We had Xavier, and then we ended up with Tim. So we always had three kids, and then all the
been alone.
Mm-hmm. It's a change. And
Yeah. I bet.
Scott and I were just like two cats going at it. And she was really worried. I laughed at her. And now we're so happy. We're like, yeah, empty nesters. We always tell my sister-in-law that. Because if she's raising her grandkids when her son could be taking care of his own kids.
You shouldn't have to raise your grandkids. You should be able to spoil them and then send them back.
Yeah, exactly. I tell her that all the time. And then Scott, they're taking Scott. Well, they were taking Scott's dad to see the Blue Man Group, but Scott's dad said, "Save your money. I don't want to go." I didn't think he was going to. And so
Hi, Randy.
She asked Scott. She goes, "Do you think that Tina could babysit on the night that I take Dad to the Blue Man Group in like November or whatever?" Scott's like, "No, get a hold of their dad, because their dad's only 30 minutes away from us. He could come down and take care of his kids."
Right. Totally.
And she's like, "But," Scott's like, "But nothing. No, I'm not allowing." And Scott doesn't tell me what to do. All of a sudden, I'm in here and I walk out to the living room and I hear him say, "I'm not allowing my wife," and I give him this look like, "Excuse me." Well, I didn't know who he was talking to, because I'm like, excuse me, what marriage have you been in for 25 years? Because I heard him say, "I'm not allowing my wife," and then I kind of give him that like, what? And he goes, "Call their dad to babysit. Tina's done with babysitting kids." Especially one that's capable of babysitting his own. You would think he doesn't see his kids for months, that he'd want to come and see his kids when they're that close.
Yeah, really. Oh, man.
But nope. So, hi, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm working on a journal. I made it from a book I bought at the Dollar Tree. I covered it with material. I think I did really good on this one. And now it's a kit made from Tasami Rose. I know I'm screwing her name up. Her Halloween kit, and then she had ephemera, and then she had paper, and I bought all of it. I fell in love with it. She made a lot of money off me this past. I bought the kit like 2 months ago, and then I realized when I went in that there was other things you could buy for it, like the paper. So I went and got that. So now I'm just decorating it a little bit. The ephemera is adorable.
So, Tina, can we announce that we have something special coming up towards October to November?
Let's wait.
Okay. I'm so excited.
I know you are. Okay, go ahead. I don't.
No, I was just going to say that we're going to have a cool little series coming out.
Yep.
On a cool theme. It's a really cool theme, and I've never done nothing like this. But you guys will have to wait and see. It'll be coming mid-October, I guess.
Yep.
Around there.
Yep. We're actually going to probably do it during the day.
Once we know we're ready to start.
Tommy Rose. Yeah. But I love this Halloween. It's should I show you guys? I'll go through the pages. This is her
Go and
Halloween
put you
kit.
up if you want, Tina.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll show you guys. Hang on. All right, solo. All right. This is her Halloween kit. Just remember this paper that you see, this double-sided paper is not part of the kit. The little ephemera, some of it was, but I bought more. But the paper, like this paper right here, is not part of the kit. But this was part of the kit. You could tell because when I printed the kit on cardstock, and then I printed the paper on printer paper, like these corner pockets. But I just fell in love with this kit. There's this kit for paper. Kit. I was like, oh my God, I have to have this in my life. So I bought it.
I love that, Tina. That's so pretty. I love it. If you sell it, I might be tempted to want to buy it.
Yeah. See, I like Halloween, but I don't like scary, spooky, ghouly,
Yeah, me
gaudy,
neither.
bloody Halloween.
Right.
So I'm not that type of Halloweener. That
Most
sounds
I've
weird.
done is a vampire journal.
I mean,
and
I
that's
don't
it.
like these skull people. They're not bad. They're not
No.
like, yeah,
No, those are cute. Those are actually
Yeah.
cute.
yeah.
Oh, I love. Is that material right there? Those pages you're going by? Is
No,
that a material right there? That candy? Where that right there? Yeah.
no.
Oh,
I
is that
printed it
what
on
is
paper.
that?
It's I took some office paper. I'll show you. I got it sitting here. It looks like this. It's stationary.
wow.
Yeah. I printed it on a beige instead of white.
Wow.
And because I printed some on cardstock. And then I printed some with that paper. This is just white printer paper to have. See, there's that paper.
Tina, that's a really good journal.
It's gonna be a fat journal by the time I'm done, I swear. I have a tendency to get too much in it, but okay. So that's signature 1. I got them clipped right now so I can keep them apart. This is signature 2. Let me clip this real quick. Okay. Now I messed up here. I put it in the wrong direction. So what I did is I have this little paper bag. So I put that on top of it and made a pocket right there. And I'm going to do things like that throughout it. So my bag got glued down on one side. I'll fix that later. So that's where oops was. Now you don't, I'll just stick something in it. I was like, oh my God. I went through and made sure that. I don't know how I missed it. Because it's supposed to be like this direction. See? The opposite direction. So the flowers are upside down, because you'll see on the next one I flip through. I was like, oh. So, a boo-boo and a sweet stick.
Wow, these are shaped a little different.
See how the flowers are going, it's supposed to go that way, and the flowers are going the wrong direction on this one. You couldn't even tell after I covered it. So, and then here's the other one. I oopsie, so I put a pocket on it. And I'll put something on top of the bag, maybe
And then I get one
like
thing, bro. He just super wood
maybe a
like
postcard and make another pocket.
I just
So
get fucking head
you know,
sounded.
that stuff fun.
Did you just see how I done it, bro?
The reason I
That
like to do
signature
Oh,
2. This is signature 3. Basically the same stuff, just
I'll be right back,
made in a
Tina.
different way.
Oh, I want to start something. Well, hold on.
There we go, and that's signature 3. All right, good night, Cheryl. I'll put Teresa back up. There we go, both of us.
That's something why he's always been down there. Listen, no, I'm not sure if Matthew even heard that. That's what I was just talking about. I said, grab my gears. The other people that did poop on our team want to do good, but he's saying the
Turn it
same.
off a little bit.
And it's funny because like they do poop on our team though, and he do like he do both. Both. Yeah.
We just I turned off our air condition and opened up our doors, our front and our back door, because it feels nice out right now, and save us on a little bit of our $300 electric bill.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment I get too hot, I'm closing things up, and I will
I was
turn it on.
watching some of her journals. Oh my God, she goes way out. She stitches with sewing machine and all that. I am not that talented. Right? I mean, I could do it, but I'm like, I don't want to. I'm lazy.
Ooh, look at that wind blow right through my door. Yeah, that is an awesome journal, Tina. You did a great job. But you know that. But it doesn't hurt for someone to tell you, for people to tell you. I know that.
Well, thank you. So I did like the ticket flip. It's a flip and a corner tuck here. I think that one's just too big stuck in there. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go use the little girl's room.
All right. So I bought this digital pink and black Halloween kit from Etsy. It's a pretty big one. It was almost $7, but there's a lot to it. It's tag tucks and stuff like that. A coffin tag, it has little pockets and stuff like that you create, and it's really
So
cute. It's got all this little ephemera with it and stuff. I really
I
like it.
thank you, Cheryl. Charlene. I always call her. I just call her Mr. Bob's wife. Because I get her name screwed up all the time. I sent Kathy, Kathy and Friends, a box of stuff I made for bingo donation this past Wednesday or Thursday. I don't remember what day I did it, but she got it. And she could wait, so she did them for prizes on Monday for bingo, and I missed it, but I rewatched it. Oh my God, you think she won the lottery? Because I sent that mummy baby doll as a prize. And she's like, oh, I don't want to give her up. He's so cute.
Oh, you sent it to her? Oh, no way, Tina.
I'm going to
I
make
didn't know
her
you
one.
sent it to her.
Yep, I gave it for a bingo or a drawing for the whole channel. And
Right.
she loved the baby, so now I'm going to make
Did
her
somebody
one.
already win it?
Yeah. So I gave it for a prize for the whole channel. So now I'm like, I'm going to make me another mummy baby and send Kathy a mummy baby.
Yeah. That's cool.
She didn't know. I didn't even tell her it was coming. I just sent it. She's like,
Oh, that's awesome, Tina.
yeah. She's like, oh my God, I got it in the mail. And then I opened it up, read your note, and went, oh yeah, bingo prizes for night. She just did it. So I use one of those little tags with the little purple in there. This look okay with this kit. So I'll add that. Here we go. That's page 1 done. Now with this page, what I'll probably do is just do a little corner top or little something or another. Because I don't like when you get journals and you have no space to add your own stuff, you know?
Right.
But like this blank page, I'm just going to add a piece of ephemera to it. This page, I may just leave. I like that actually right there. Let's see what else. Let's see, say Old Salem Magic Shop, Hocus Pocus, Black Cat Company, Salem Broomstick Company, Sleepy Hollow Manor. Here I had to run some stuff off for Diamond. Do you wonder why I got so much ephemera?
Oh, my stuff is blowing everywhere.
So I had the printer set up for Diamond. She needed 2 copies of everything. So I just clicked and went and made my dinner when I printed these out. So I got dupes at everything because it printed 2 sheets of everything.
Oh wow.
Up the ephemera I bought because I forgot to switch the printer just to one. That's all right because I figure if I do
Yeah.
sell it, I'll just add it in to the
I turned my air back on. Blew my
whatever
the
the
wind blew my
extra.
stuff everywhere. That didn't work. I'm sorry. Oh, move it, Elvis. I'm sorry, Tina. I had to turn my air back on
That's all right.
because I mean, it was nice with the door open, but the freaking wind come gushing in and blew my papers everywhere. I don't want that. Goodness gracious, I can't win. Are you giggling at me?
You guys are loud.
Hey, we're live. We can be loud.
No,
Yes.
it's past 10 o'clock.
You keep. Hey,
No.
my curfew is not 10 o'clock. Yours is.
James. Told you, boy. My son bought a pickup truck. Didn't even tell his mommy.
Oh, he did.
Yep, he posted a picture. His
Oh.
girlfriend did. A dream come true. And I'm like, what? And here it was a Chevy pickup truck. Nice, pretty blue one. And then
Well, that's awesome.
and then his buddy goes, wow, Xavier, I figured it'd be a Ford. Because, Scott drives Ford. Scott's always been a Ford man. I'm a Chevy girl. So I commented on his buddy's comment. Oh, no, he takes after his mommy. Chevy all the way. Xavier goes, damn right.
I actually like them both.
I'm so happy for him. He's doing real well. He's got
That's
that new
good,
job.
Tina.
He set his goal up, his savings. He told me, he goes, and don't worry, Mom, I didn't touch my savings.
Then what?
He messaged me. I only because he has a savings account. Okay, I'm on all his stuff. All right, I don't touch it.
All right.
Really
Remember you told me that.
I don't even
Yeah.
look into it. He just put me on it just in case he needed something,
Right.
or because they always tell you should have at least one other person on your account. And he learned a hard lesson with his ex-girlfriend not to put her on it. And Chantel said nope, he didn't want it. His fiance said no. So I'm on his savings. I'm on his checking. I couldn't tell you the last time I probably haven't even since the day we set it up. So I get this message. Don't worry, Mom. Because he puts $50 every paycheck into his savings. Because he had to switch banks when he got his new job. Or not switch banks. He had to switch pay how, he has automatic, put it in his, he had to do that. And he was confused how to do it to let the bank know or whatever. So I said, go to human resources. Well, then in human resources, they needed my signature because I'm on his account. So he brought me that paperwork. I signed it, blah, 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 done. It's still at the same bank. It's just different job. You know how that works when you switch jobs and then you have to
Right.
payroll and stuff. Well, due to the fact I was on his savings as well as his checking, he needed my signature at his work. He's like, do I need to bring my mom to my job? She goes, no, I can just send. He goes, does your mama have an email? I can just email it. She can print it, and then you can pick it up. So he calls me, Mom, or messaged me, I need your email. So I gave my email. And of course, the lady was so funny because she goes, because I gave her Tina's Crafty Life, one.
Mm-hmm.
she giggled. She says, Xavier, your mom's emails Tina's crafting like. So now he goes, oh, my mom's a crafter. So then I get the paper, I print it, I sign it, he picks it up. And so when he messaged me that he bought, when I saw, thanks for letting me know you're buying a pretty pickup truck. He goes, we were just driving and it was in a lot and he pulled in because he paid off his car. When he got his stimulus money, I said to Xavier, I said, I put a good chunk on your car with that. Bring your loan down and your interest on it. So he did.
And he did that?
And he did that.
Good for him.
He saved almost a year and a half of payment, an extra year and a half of payments by putting 90% of the stimulus on his car loan. I said, it's free money, Xavier. It's not like you earned it, but you know what I mean. Because he's like, when I was talking to him, I said, I would be you. I'd put that on your car loan. Bring that loan down. It went from like, what was that, $210 down to $90 a month for his loan. So he paid us his pay. I said, that looks good on your credit. So he paid off his car earlier than he expected. I don't know. I meant to ask him if he kept his car or if he traded it in for the truck. I don't know. But all I know is that they were driving around. They came across this pickup truck in a car lot, and it's now his. So, but he told me he had to put. He didn't have to touch his savings. So I'm thinking he probably traded in his car, which was a hybrid. He hated it.
Right.
So I'm thinking he probably traded in his car because he told me he didn't have to touch.
People do that.
He didn't have to touch his savings to get his car, he told me. So I'm assuming he probably traded in his car.
Yeah.
Which, isn't it out?
That's right. Yeah.
But he's always wanted a pickup truck, and now he's got one. Pretty blue, too. It's his favorite color, so. But he's really pretty truck. Silverado, 4-door or a door and a half, one of those two. I told him wait till you go to fill it up, and he goes, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "I realize that, but as he put it, it's the price you pay for what you want."
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I got too many scraps.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Where's my baby go? All right. Alrighty, what do we want to stick in there?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah. What?
Usually
Yeah.
this is that.
Little pieces in there. Let's see.
Somebody is building their base outside right now. I think I've gotten quite a bit cut out. I just have duplicates to cut, mostly, I think. We'll see. I don't know. Well, no, I still have quite a bit to cut. I forgot how big this was.
Oh, excuse me. Mhm.
Good
Go watch
grief,
the
that sounds
Queen
great.
arrive in London.
Oh, I seen on TikTok a time lapse of all of photos of how she looked all her life. She was
Yeah,
very beautiful.
yeah, she was.
She was beautiful. I mean, all the pictures I saw of her, wow.
I love the fact of her story with her husband
You
because
would?
their marriage, their love story. She fell in love with
Right.
him when she was 13 years old. So that wasn't like, oh, you're going to marry this guy. They said that's the only time that she went against her parents' wishes was when it came to Philip.
Oh,
Yeah. And they were married 70 some years. Or, yeah. I knew once he passed away that she wasn't long to be around. He only died last April.
right.
I mean, like that.
These are gonna look really cute once they get put together. Do you put stuff in the bag, Tina? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, how cute.
They got on this side, I got a little card, a little pocket, got a little ephemera in there. No, it's this side I'm trying to decorate. This I'll leave plain so you could journal on top of it. But I don't like how that looks right there, so I'm determined what I'm trying to do. It don't look too bad. There we go. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Oh, I'm so sorry about your loss.
Oh, I'm so very sorry. Oh, I understand how that feels. I lost my dad 15 years ago. I know. I'm so sorry.
Oh, blue
It'll
shot.
be okay. It will. It will be okay. Yeah. But I didn't know that dementia can kill you. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I really did not know that. If that's what you're saying.
Dementia sucks. Yeah.
Wow. Bless you back there.
Little goodies. I may add more in there later. We'll see. Well,
That's kind of scares me because my husband's grandma is in her mid 80s, and I'm not sure what dementia is, if it's anything like um what is it, what's the other word, Tina, that I told you about? What?
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. And she won't see a doctor. She won't have anything to do with a doctor. She hasn't had a physical or nothing in years, and she won't see a doctor, and she's in her mid 80s, and nobody's pressing her to do that. I keep saying she needs to go, but the daughter keeps saying she won't go. She refuses. But she forgets. Sometimes she doesn't know her daughter, if that's dementia. Sometimes she's really mean, forgets where she's at and who she is, things like that. The other day she told her daughter that she thinks it's going to be time soon, and we're like, what the heck, where is this coming from?
Yeah, they know.
I don't know if I told you that, Tina, but the other day, yeah, my husband told me that she went up to the daughter, to my mother-in-law, and said, I'm not mad at you. It's going to be time soon.
When
We
they get
don't
to
know
a
what.
certain age, I have a philosophy when they get to a certain age and they're just kind of just exist, they don't live, that they kind of probably pray for it, to be honest.
Right. But I mean, she's in her mid 80s and she's healthy and everything, but I thought she could live for many years, but I'm not sure exactly what dementia is.
Forgetfulness.
Grandma Betty and this other lady here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what did you say? Started falling, forgetful. Yeah, forgetful.
Yeah.
We won't let her, nobody's letting her drive her car. That would happen. She would definitely do that. She hasn't fallen yet, I don't think. Yeah, she starts saying stuff like that. She's saying stuff like that. But I thought that, because she's in her mid 80s and everything, just because she's getting forgetful and everything, that they can live many years like that.
Well, they can.
Oh, your brain starts to shrink?
Yeah. Yep.
And my mother in law won't go to the frickin'.
Thing is, Teresa, she's probably at the point where she's like, I don't need to go to the doctor. I'm 80 years old and I just want to die. I'm going to be honest. I know it's It's hard on the
That's
living like
to me,
us.
that's a young age to die if you're really healthy.
Oh, if you're 80, that's not
Yeah,
young. No, that's not young.
not anymore. What happened to people living to the hundreds?
Mm. I mean, most people die in their 60s these days. So she's lived a full life.
I guess it's just hard to take in.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's hard on the you as the family.
Well, because
Yeah.
you see this person that's so healthy, and because like my sister, she's taking care of this lady named Marge, and she's 101 years old, and this lady gets around.
Yeah, everybody look at the Queen.
I
Within
yeah
the last
yeah. I guess
year.
people just are so different.
Yeah. My grandpa was told when I was born in 1972 that he had 6 months to live, okay? And he lived till I was 25 years old. You'd never know my grandfather was sick. My grandfather had a heart condition his life, even when he was a kid. Back then they called him a blue baby. He's born blue or whatever, and
Oh,
he wasn't expected to live. They told my great grandmother to prepare because he came home. He was a preemie, basically. He came home in the size of a
yeah,
shoebox,
yeah. That
but
was
he
me.
lived. And when my grandfather died, he was 75 years old. But
Um,
they always assumed his heart disease would kill him. No, I always told him. I mean, there was a lot of strokes. He had strokes. He had heart
oh, did
attacks.
he?
He had open heart surgery 6 times. His chest looked like a railroad
Oh,
track.
wow.
I saved his life one day getting off the school bus because we lived on a river and he was down Christian, walked down there and he had this gray tinge. I called an ambulance. He was in the process of having a stroke. But my point is, nobody would have known that man was sick because he didn't act sick. If you sit around, my philosophy is, and I could be wrong, is like my father-in-law. He is 77 and he is so fragile, but he doesn't do anything. He's just existing. And you ask him and he'll tell you, I wish the good Lord would call me home. But he chose that too. He used to be more active. And then all of a sudden I don't want to be active no more. He was supposed to have a surgery a few years ago for his throat. Nope, he wouldn't do it. He's like, nope, don't need it. He wants to be with my mother-in-law so bad, he can't figure out why he's still here. He just told us that this weekend. I don't know why he's
Really?
still here. Yep,
And how old is he?
77. He's ready to go.
No.
He's been ready since the day she died. And there is nothing Scott and I, Annette and Dave, can do to get him to do anything. And we were
Oh,
surprised.
no. No, 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 no.
Yep, we were surprised that he went out to eat with us last Friday.
Oh.
But he wanted fish. So we went to the first restaurant and they were out of fish. So we found a second restaurant and we went there. He was happy to eat. But he doesn't go to family events anymore.
Right.
And like David and Annette want to take him to the Blue Man Group. He said no, and they're like, why not? He goes, because I could have went to the Blue Man Group 3 years ago with Tina when she won tickets. And I didn't go with her, and I'm not going to go with you because I don't think it's fair that I said no to her, and then all of a sudden I go with you. So they're like, yeah, can you tell
Right.
Dad it's okay? And I told him I said I didn't care. Oh, but he won't do it. And he's like, he doesn't want to be, of all the things they ask him to go to, he doesn't want to be in a lot where it's really loud, But like he told
Right.
Scott and I, he was talking to Scott and I the other day, and he said that he wishes how do you say that? It was not, it was I wish your sister and brother would quit trying so hard.
Quit what?
He said to Scott and I, he wishes his daughter and son-in-law would quit trying so hard to get
Talking
him,
about, yeah, talking about, who.
Yeah. And then Scott goes, what do you mean, Dad? He goes, if I want to do something, I'll do it. Quit pressuring me to do it.
Huh.
Yeah. And we don't force them. The hospital did not want to keep it bad because he
Right.
oh, damn. And we let him do his thing. We don't, we check on him like every other day. Scott, he expects a phone call from me or one of us. You know, I feel good, Dad. Everything's good. And not, we don't do.
If you're saying that, Dana, then what, if you mind me asking, at what point did he calm down? And because you say he passed away, but he was like, you say he was acting like that, but at what point did he, calm down and settle him, and lay down, or, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Tina?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering where it changed, you know? Because that's what I'm worried about with his grandma a little bit too, because just because someone's so healthy, but again, like I said, she hasn't been to the doctor in years for a physical or nothing, no lab work or nothing for this lady. She could have cancer for all we know, you know. She's for the most part always been healthy.
I think they get to a certain age, like my father-in-law, they just like, I'll go to the doctor when I need to go to the doctor. And they didn't want the bill. Thank our government for that one.
Right. Right. She don't want the bill because she's been healthy, otherwise healthy.
Yeah.
She feels that if she's gonna go, she's gonna go. That's how she feels. I guess they have that right, don't they, or no?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't take that right away from him. No. But yeah, with Scott's dad, when he said that to Scott and I, we were like, what? He goes, they moved him to a hospice to manage his meds with a plan to move him to a nurse factory. So they came talking to a nurse that night. As soon as I got there, damn, he was coherent. Yeah. He basically
Oh
told
wow. Yeah. Okay. So it just wow. That's amazing though. He was just fine,
yeah, so was my
right?
grandfather.
And then just several days passed, and then all of a sudden he deteriorated. I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
but that's crazy.
With my grandfather, because everybody figured his heart would kill him because he had his heart condition. And I've always said his heart ain't going to be what kills him. He's got too big of a heart. His kidneys started failing, and he chose not to have treatment. He was ready.
Oh,
And everybody was like, Dad. And I looked at it this way. Because, when I just had Xavier on Tuesday, my grandfather died Friday. I
right.
made
I
it. I was
remember
there.
that. Yeah.
And I remember him telling me, Bugs, he told me back in, my grandfather called me Bugs. He told me back in December he was going to live long enough to see my son born. And he did. He never lied to me. Man never lied to me. when I got to the hospital, everybody was freaking out, I knew it was his day because he told me it was his day. He saw my grandma and she wasn't yelling at him because he had so many close calls in his life that I always thought he was so doped up on drugs, but now that these people have talked about seeing loved ones, I believe in it. He told me he was ready to go. He was tired, and that he wanted me to. He said that he had it because he told me he stuck around so that I would be taken care of, and yet Scott was the man to take care of me, and he knew it was okay to
Wow.
go. That's what he told me. That's what he told Scott and I.
Yeah.
And Scott never forgot that. She'll say something once in a while. How Grandpa, basically on his deathbed, turned around and said it was okay to go because he knew I'd be taken care of by a good man. Scott said he's never got a bigger compliment in his entire life. Because my grandpa loved Scott and
That's
Hawk.
cool.
When my first official date, when Scott and I started to date, we were supposed to go out to dinner and a movie, and Scott was laid off from a job at the time, and his unemployment check wasn't as big as he thought, that he had to cancel. I had a babysitter for Diamond. My mom had Diamond, everything, and canceled. I was like, and he felt bad. And I called him back, and I said, do you have enough gas in your truck? He goes, yeah. I said, you want to go fishing? Because I love fishing. We both love fishing. He goes, sure. And I'm like, I picked the spot. He goes, yep. And I hang up with him, and not 5 minutes later, he calls me back and says, can Hawk come? I'm like, I don't care. So my first official date with Scott was with two men. Scott and his best friend Hawk, his brother. I took him up by my grandfather. And I called my grandpa and said, Grandpa, I'm coming up to Styles. He says, I thought you were going on a date. And I said, he had to cancel. Well, I'm not going to like him. I said, well, he had good reason. His unemployment check wasn't enough to get him to be able to take me to a movie and dinner. He didn't want to cancel. I said, he had enough to survive for a week. For some reason, they screwed up on the amount. I don't remember the whole circumstances. You're talking 30 years ago. But I asked him if we could go fishing. And he said, yeah. I said, so I'm bringing him up to meet you. And he's
Why
like,
was
okay.
the fishing grounds at your grandpa's?
Yeah, I lived on a river, the Connell River all my life.
Okay.
We actually lived on it. We in Styles Creek. We had a creek running through our land as well. We have a big giant pond where I grew up too. So Grandpa's like, the fish has been biting up at the pond. I hate those. And so Grandpa's like, I'm like, okay. And my grandpa, they got to a point where nobody wanted to do anything, take him out in his boat or anything. It was always me. I'm like, okay. I said, we'll go fishing in a boat. I said, there's 3 of us. He's like, all right. My mom would when she didn't work. But my aunt and my other aunts, no. It was too much. And so get in the truck, they pick me up, and they're like, where we're going? I said, head to Styles. And they're like, okay, they knew that's where I was from. Scott knew. They just didn't know they were going to my grandfather's. We get right down to the road, and I said, by the way, we're going by my grandfather's. I said, we're going up to Styles Pond. I said, in the boat. I said, I'm going to need you guys' help. I said, to get my grandpa in and out of the boat. And they're like, not a problem. I remember when we went to leave, it was so funny. He calls me back, because then he had to grill out. We had to grill out and everything. That's how my grandpa was old school. Company came, you planned a meal. And my mom came with Diamond, because my mom ended up coming too. She sat on the bank and fished with Diamond. Diamond was only a year old. And I remember I go to leave, and because Scott only had a little Ford Ranger, I couldn't take Diamond with us. So my mom was bringing her home the next day. And my grandpa calls me back over. He's like, Bugs, come here. And I'm like, what? And he goes, well, if the first one, your boyfriend didn't work out, he goes, Scott. He goes, I like the other one too. He loves Scott and Hawk. They looked over at the wood pile, and I'm like, oh, the wood pile needs to be done. So I'm like, they're like, let's get it done. I said, I'll have to come up. Told my mom, I said, you'll have to come and get me this weekend. She's like, why? I said, so I can do Grandpa's wood pile. He was still burning wood at 77 years old. And Scott and Hawk heard me, and the next thing I look over, they're stacking his wood. We're over there working on his wood. That's how he saw that in my husband and his best friend, that he took it upon himself with not even being asked. And I didn't ask him. They just happened to hear me talk to my mom, because me and my mom were doing all that. My aunt and her daughter and my uncle lived across basically a hayfield, not very far from where my grandpa lived until he moved in with them. Didn't do squat for them. I thought it was like, you live that close. Why aren't you doing something? Why ain't you see his wood pile needs to be put in the basement. My grandpa had wood in his basement before even winter came, because I made sure of it. I should have. The thing is, I told Scott, if I regret one thing, I regret moving to Green Bay and not staying living with him, with Diamond. Because I lived with him for a while after Diamond was born. But
Your grandpa?
yep.
Oh.
But he
I
knew I
lived
needed.
with my grandpa with Chris for a little while before I met Sean.
But I needed, like he said, I needed to have my own life. I couldn't keep thinking I needed to take care of him.
Yeah.
He's the one that told me to move to. He's the one that told me to get out of Styles. He wanted me out of Styles because he knew I'd never leave
I
Styles.
think these are all duplicates. I've already cut everything. Wait, maybe I need to cut one more of this just to have extra. I'll cut that one last page. And the rest are just duplicates. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of cutting, Tina. I've been doing that for an hour and 12 minutes.
But they came. My grandpa acted normal, and then he had a spell, and he ended up in a hospital, and he chose that he was done. And I remember saying to him, "Your heart's not going to kill you." Well, his kidneys failed. That's what killed him, and he chose not to have treatment because he could have went through whatever they do, and he was done. Because my grandpa was a widower.
Cancer.
My grandpa was a widower at 50. And he never remarried. He loved my grandma till the day he died. And after. I asked him once why he never remarried.
My grandpa was a little hustler. He got married like, I don't know, he had like 10 or 12 kids. He got married like 5 times.
Yep, my grandpa never, nope.
But he loved his grandkids.
Yep. Yeah, he would go out with my aunt's mom from my dad's side, and my aunt Penny and my aunt Fran. They had such a connection that my grandpa was dating that he stopped it.
Huh.
Yep, they were very selfish, in my opinion. My grandpa was a young man. To me, that's my age, 50. There's a lot.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you know.
He's but you know what? I asked him once. He told me he was happy because my grandma died, and with the insurance money that he had an insurance policy on her, after the funeral and everything was paid for, he handed the rest to my mom and told her, go get a lawyer. Because he lived with us that winter. Because he knew my dad was beating my mother.
Right.
And my grandma was one of these women, you married for life regardless. You made your bed, you lie in it, she told my mother. And once my grandma was gone, My grandpa told my mom, get out of it. So he gave my mom the money for her divorce with the insurance money from my grandma.
Oh, there's papers under there. Okay.
It'll be a chunky when I'm done with it.
That's gotta be cool. I want to see it again when you're done with it, Tina. I
will.
really do.
I'll do a project share.
Yeah, I did that. Put this sucker away. Lock it up.
I don't like that one. Do, 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 do.
I got a lot of trash tonight. I've made a lot of trash tonight. I'm crafting. I got all these scraps and
Look at my
other stuff.
recycling. You want to talk about that? I have this little white clothes basket. This is my recycling basket, and I just go dump it in a big thing. That's from cutting everything the last few days. It's crazy.
This is just from today.
Oh. Yep.
I got everything cut out. I like to round all my corners. I have pretty round corners to round, but these are just simple right now. I have some decorative ones, but I don't feel like getting all that. I cut out extras too, so it really didn't take me an hour, to do all that. Because I cut out some extra ones. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get those, Tina.
We are going to have fun.
I think I'm gonna looking for some rice paper too for the backgrounds. I seen some on there, but I don't know how I want to do the backgrounds of the pages yet. That's not rounded. Let's do these. Let's see. I didn't realize there were so many corners to cut. But I just like how it looks. Do you like how it looks to have the corners rounded?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, that's not the code. Those are okay. After I round all the corners, I can separate the pieces and see what I need to start to put it together or whatever. I know it's not that hard. I think you can do two, but I'm just going to do one. I'm going to do one stuffed coffin.
I haven't did a journal in so long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Feels like a long time.
I'm excited to see the gatefold. I've never seen what that looks like, so I'm excited. I bought the other kind. And the other kind is good too. Well, I don't know when you're going to be ready to call it quits, Tina, but I think I'm about done being live here, and I want to take a break and probably find something to eat for today. I haven't eaten yet today. I don't think you have either,
Nope.
but it's been a
5
few
minutes.
hours.
We'll be on here in an hour and a half.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I'm
yeah,
not rushed.
we're at 126. So
Okay. And I used to wonder, why does Tina like to do that? Why does she like to round it off? And now I know. I do. I figured it out. And it makes total sense.
because I can keep track of my hours then.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Dina knew. I'm almost through the first signature. Well, maybe.
You're almost what?
There's so much I have yet to decorate in the first signature.
Oh. Cool.
And then I'll work on the second one and the third. Oh, there, that's where that clip went.
If I finish this tonight, I'll take pictures or whatever. But if not, then it'll be for another time. But I'm going to make some food here after we go off the air. Probably make breakfast. Hey, it's after midnight, so it's technically the AM, so I can do that.
Yep.
Make some sausage, hash browns, and eggs.
Hey, I've made breakfast for supper once a week. We used to do that with the kids.
Yeah, but at 12:30 at night.
Oh, my brother-in-law would show up at any hours, because he didn't live by us.
Right.
He'd show up with bacon and eggs, and it didn't matter what time it was. I brought it, you cook it.
Cool.
Kids remember that. Because it was funny because Diamond goes, whenever Uncle Hawk came, it was like a holiday we got out of school.
That's cool.
Especially if he was only going to be around for a few days. Then I'd pull him out to spend a day. But that one time he stayed with us for a month. He was walking the kids to school, whole 9 yards.
And you said he passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, every corner that can be cornered or rounded is rounded, so that's all done. So I'll start to put things away while Tina's finishing up hers, and we're gonna go off the air here in just a minute.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching us. Especially the ones that are watching later. Thank you.
And I will probably be randomly working on this. And then I'll do a project share. So I might put a tassel.
Video of it.
What?
You're gonna do a video project share?
Probably. I don't know how I'm gonna. I want to put in clothes. Probably. I don't think about putting like a ribbon going across so they can tie it shut. But I haven't decided that yet. We'll see.
Okay.
But I will let you go, and I hope you have a good day, Teresa.
Okay.
Go eat your breakfast. I'm gonna go eat my
Thank you.
dinner.
Yes, have a good day. I'll probably be up for a while, so I'll message you later and see if you're awake.
Alrighty. Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. Thanks for watching.